Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to make roasted sprouted peanut butter. And we've made this before and it's dang delicious. I was gonna say damn. It is so good. So this is the first batch here. You can see that we've been kind of working through it and it's been a day. We also actually did sprouted almond butter. I can't eat this, but Matt's been loving on it. So for the peanut butter, we are going to use MCT oil to really give it the fat content and distribute the carbs. So this will actually be better for you. So if you think about it, we're actually giving you the key to the most delicious, healthiest form of peanut butter there is. Not only is it sprouted, allowing your body to more easily digest the peanut butter, but it's also using MCT oil, which is really quickly absorbed by your body as a fat source for fuel. So this is really simple. Let me break it down real quick. We got a pound of raw peanuts. So we like raw because we like the process of soaking and sprouting, but you can also just buy roasted peanuts already from the store, so you can skip that step. Or you can just buy peanut butter from the jar and skip all of these steps and be eating it right now. So why would you want to soak and sprout your nuts? And this works for peanuts, almonds, cashews, all of the above. Nuts and seeds are full of great fats, vitamins, and minerals, but certain enzymes in the nuts and seeds make them less bioavailable for your body. So what sprouting actually does is make the nutrients more available for your body to easily digest and utilize. We're gonna pour the nuts out into a shallow dish and rinse them off a couple times with just some plain water. Once you've rinsed your peanuts off, we're going to do 2 teaspoons of pink Himalayan salt. A good key is 2 teaspoons per every pound of peanuts you do. We'll also be adding more salt when we blend them down to make the peanut butter, so you can gauge the taste at that point. Now that you've covered them in salt, we're going to use filtered water to cover the peanuts while they sit. And we like to use filtered water because as the peanuts are sitting, they actually absorb the water, so they'll expand in size maybe 2 to 3 times. So we want to use good, clean filtered water, and that's just our preference. So now we're gonna just set the peanuts on the counter, set them aside. You wanna change the water around every 6 hours or so. You want these to sit in water soaking for at least 12 hours, but we like to push it and go around 36 hours. So after your peanuts have been soaking in the water from anywhere from 12 to 36 hours, you want to drain all of the water and cover them in really damp paper towels and allow them to soak in that for another 12 hours. So we will be back shortly. We'll see you in 48 hours and get ready to roast the peanuts. Welcome back to the peanut factory, guys. So the peanuts were soaking for 36 hours in water, and then we removed the water and they were sitting out under damp paper towels for 12 hours. Now, the next step is to dehydrate them. We are gonna put them in the oven at 170 degrees. That's the lowest our oven temperature goes. But if you have a dehydrator, this is a great time to get that out and use it. So as you can see, the skin can easily be peeled off of all of them. They just fall right off. And you can either take the skin off completely if you're not a fan, or you can leave the skin on when you dehydrate them. We like to leave the skin on because we definitely think it adds to the roasted flavor. This peanut butter is incredibly delicious. We've made this before, and the skin definitely amps up that roasted flavor if you want to keep it on. Pour it out onto our baking sheets. You don't need the silicone mat if you don't have it. We just have it, so we like to use it. And then you want to spread them evenly. So the first time we made these, we actually did not dehydrate them enough, and we tried to make peanut butter with them still and didn't turn out. So the goal is to get them as dry as possible, and you can really tell, you'll tell when I actually bring them out after 6 hours, but you can tell that they feel really hollow and they sound like they're really dry and ready to be turned into peanut butter. We're going to put these peanuts in there and we will come back when it's time to turn up the temperature. And by turn up the temperature, I mean turn up. Hey guys, we are back and it is time to make our peanut butter. You saw me soak them. I soaked for a real long time. Then we did 4 hours at 170 and 2.5 hours at 250. And they came out perfectly roasted and dried. You can even see that the shells, some of them burnt slightly, but that's gonna give it a really good roasted flavor. So we measured out the peanuts here in grams. There's 430 grams. And a good measurement for MCT oil to peanuts, for every 200 grams of peanuts, do 4 tablespoons of MCT oil. You can use any kind of MCT oil you have on hand. We've also heard butter works really well. Coconut oil will definitely work well. And then you can use avocado oil, olive oil, whatever your preference is. This is the last batch we made that I'd already showed you. And we've been keeping it in the fridge. So it's pretty solidified, as you can see. But if you prefer to keep your peanut butter out, which this is totally shelf stable, it'll just be more of a natural, oily type of peanut butter that you might find in stores. Another added benefit to adding the oil to the peanuts when you're making the peanut butter is to really cut the carb count down lower. So that's why we like making our homemade peanut butter as opposed to buying it in the jar. When making homemade peanut butter, we would suggest using at least half a pound, because if you use any less and put it in the processor, the peanuts won't emulsify as well. They might just get stuck in the processor and you won't really get a good peanut butter out of that. Before we add any oil to the processor, we're going to grind these down for about a minute. Oh, baby. You can totally smell all the peanuts and the roastedness. And you can already tell the consistency is very finely ground. You can almost feel like it turning into peanut butter. It definitely goes through different stages. This is the first stage. So now we're gonna add salt and some stevia to give it a little sweet taste. Not too much though. The first time we made this, we added the oil slowly to see what consistency we liked, and we came to the perfect ratio. But if you want it less oily or more oily, we'd recommend also just adding it as you process. So we are going to add 1/2 cup of MCT oil. Oh, that's beautiful. Salt to taste. We like our stuff pretty salty. And then we're gonna do 14 drops of stevia. And back to the processor. It's on its way. I'm just gonna open this up and push everything down with the spatula. And let's keep it going. Oh man, it smells so good. You can smell the roasted flavor, which is amazing. Time will vary depending on your processor for sure, but 3 to 5 minutes, that's where we work in what kind of a consistency we want. And now we're going to put it in this mason jar and you'll get even a better look at this consistency. That is a heck of a lot of peanut butter. But look at this beautiful, like this is just the most beautiful picture. We should probably leave it like this for pictures, right? So if you, we love this consistency. It's chunky, it's spreadable, it's dippable, it's spoonable. But if you want yours a little more creamier, you can definitely add some more oil. That'll make it more creamier. You can store this in the fridge. You can store it on the shelf. You can eat it all day. It's time to taste test, my favorite part. So this has been sitting in the fridge. That's where we like to store our homemade peanut butter. It's definitely like a chunky peanut butter, which is my personal favorite. This will go great in smoothies, I think, topping waffles, topping mug cakes. It's really, really good. Okay, let me give you a play-by-play. So good. It's dance worthy. It's extremely intensely different than any store-bought peanut butter, I can guarantee you. It's super roasted tasting and rich. The peanuts they look like they're not that finely ground, but it's like a nice gritty texture. And the peanut flavor just really comes through. There's nothing like a good homemade nut butter. Now go out and make some peanut butter. Let us know what you think of our recipe. If you've improved it, if you used a different oil, or if you used butter. Check out the link below with the recipe, with our beautiful pictures, a nice write-up, and it'll take you to our food blog, ketoconnect.net, which has all our recipes, all the nutrition, all the step-by-step for each recipe we make. Let us know below what kind of butter, nut, seed you want us to make next. We'll see you soon.